potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it out. It's long. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And if we're just being honest, this is every offensive coordinator and quarterback's worst nightmare. When you've got an offensive line with a lot of inexperienced young players and freshmen going up against a D-line, David, with this type of talent, with this type of experience and explosiveness, they chew up O-lines and spit them out daily, and you know they're licking their chops.
Bro, it's funny how you look at it from the offensive perspective, and immediately defensively, I'm like, it's hunting season. Like, we're going hunting, and here's the thing, we're going to find those freshmen up front. Like, that's the matchups that we got to make sure we dominate. So a great defensive line against some tough matchups on this offensive side.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Using his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Rushes on him. Gets it to him on the screen. Still, there's some room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Fresno State right back to the line.
Western. Return. Rock.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They'll move the tight end. With the run on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fresno State.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sooners offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. formations. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He'll keep it on second down. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got
Maybe a crease. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown Sooners. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a master.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Blue 22.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's McClain. Gets away from one, finds room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls it in. It's McClain. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog! Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the back. Trying to start the drive with a pass. On the run, fires downfield. With the catch, it's McClain. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
Gets it out quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got his man out of the backfield. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. With the catch, it's Thomas. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The RPO, it's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They feed him again. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Perry. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Plucks it out of the air. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Got it behind the line. It's McClain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Running inside. It's long. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. No huddle offense to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Fresno State right back to the line.
Defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Play action. Makes a catch. Turning it on. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's long. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Escapes the pressure going right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. To the air on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as the clock runs before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to...
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the number 4 team, the Auburn Tigers. Now over to your game in Fresno. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Off the RPO, complete. And they're able to get him down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep on the run. Finds a spot in the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got some room, it was over.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And after this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's long. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Fresno State right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Fresno State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. As we head to the fourth, these two standout wide receivers have been very productive, both scoring touchdowns as we head into the final period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Nowhere close to the line to gain as he is ridden out of bounds, and this defense makes a statement. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Great place to start for this offense.
22. Jet. Go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's long. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he's not going to take, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perry. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Keeps it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kickers that leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's long. Snags it and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Might be changing the route. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Snagged out of the air. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. They'll send the back in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the timing just a hair off.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Oh, they're after him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Makes the catch. It's long. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Grabbed behind the line. It's long. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Offense changing the play.
Hydra, Hydra. Squid, squid, squid. Q, Q. Freeze, freeze. Slash, slash. Ready, go.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's caught downfield. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Fresno State, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.